it's very hard to maintain friendships or get new friendships when you are an adult. As for being adult, I mean over 30 and having kids and getting married and having a job or a career, that kind of situation. And I think that in awful many cases, we are made to feel guilty because we don't have friends, so we are unsocial and bad people, and we use our time wrongly if we do not get new friends and go out. But I don't think that we should feel guilty. We should just check the reality. First of all, it's very hard to keep friends, those friends that you had before you were, let's say, 20. After that, people start their lives as adults. So they maybe move to a different city. Maybe they get married, or some get married, some don't. Some have children, some don't. So suddenly your life looks very different. If you were, let's say, teenagers and you were all just buzzing around without the care in the world, except that how you look in the eyes of the others, then the life was very similar to all of you. But then suddenly, responsibility of kids, the strain and the joys of marriage, studying in different fields, work, then suddenly your life can be very different. Let's say for somebody that stayed in the same town that you grew up to somebody that moved out. So there is very little in common for you anymore, even if you see it once in a while. Well, if you can figure out that phase and stay connected and friends with the friends of your youth, then there is another challenges, of course, because people change. And I have noticed that some, for example, find religion, some find enthusiasm of career, some find themselves hopping from relationship to a relationship, and then, of course, is the normal life. Do you have time? When I think about my time and how I want to use it, I'm awfully sorry all the time that I cannot spend more time with my husband, that I cannot spend more time with each of my children, and of course now our grandson. And that's the thing that makes me sad sometimes. I feel that life is going by too fast. And then, of course, I have things on my own, in my own head, that I would like to do. I would like to take care of myself better. I would like to exercise more. I would like to just... It's spring, so I would like to just sit in the seashore and look at the ocean. That's what I would like to do. So there are many things that many people that compete of our time. So what would you forget or push aside to reconnect with your friends? And of course there is this problem of getting new friends. It's often said that you just have to start a new hobby and you will find new friends, but it's not so easy to bond with people when you are already adult and you don't have endless amount of time. Because as a teenagers, for example, when we met some new people and found that they are funny and they are friends, then we spent about all our time with them, except the nights when we had to go home. So that's a very different kind of scenario. If you think now, would I have hour in a week or hour in 2 weeks to have a lunch or have a dinner and get to know my new friend? Then there is, of course, these walking social walks, so you can try to find a friend that you go for a walk every once in a while, so you get the exercise and the friendship at the same time. But still, it's very hard to find people that you see approximately eye to eye about things. And unfortunately, I have to say that the few new friends that I have had these past, let's say, 10 years, have not been truly my friends in the end. Of course, I have an occupation, I'm a lawyer, so some people get in contact with me pretending to be friends, and they want my help as a lawyer without paying. And that doesn't feel very nice. That's taking advantage of somebody. And the other thing is that I have found is those people that come to my circle and they want to spend a lot of time with me, but when I go with them, for example, for a walk, they talk about themselves and their own problems. And you shouldn't allow that to happen. When you realize that for a couple of times that you have been together, and then when you say something about yourself, like I said something what's happening in my life, they were just silent and not interested at all. So I don't know what goes on in the heads of those people. Do they think that the rest of us don't notice that they are not interested in us at all? They just pour their hearts out for us, and I don't know. That kind of behavior makes me very sad. But of course, it's the basic feeling that I thought that somebody was interested in being my friend, so they thought that I was something special, let's say. And then you find out that it was not that. They are not interested in you. They just want to use you as a listener and maybe as a professional. And that, of course, feeds into my character that is not very trusting. And then, of course, there is the thought of characters. So, especially people who have gone through hardships in their lives. Of course, in my case, I'm talking about trauma and the basic disbelief in people. But I know that there are many kind of bad things that happen to people. They lose their loved ones, somebody dies, their spouse dies, their kids get sick, maybe they were abused as a child, maybe they are from horrible conditions. And even if you don't see it, like it's not written to their foreheads, although it almost is, but it's there. And when you have that kind of background, you need a deeper connection. You need to talk to real issues and with the real pace and with the real elements. Just like being very superficial and worrying about very superficial things without ever going anything deeper. It feels a waste of time. I can't be a lot of time around that kind of people. I start to think that what would I be doing now if they weren't there? And I think that's not selfish, and that's not stupid, and that's not something that I am unsocial or a bad person for not wanting to spend my time, my precious time, with people that do not respect me or do not understand me or are not interested in me at all. I rather spend that time with my immediate family or with my own small things that I would like to do. Do you ever feel guilty of not having friends or not trying to find a new friends? Because I think that that's something that is all the time on the air. If you do, please comment down below. Or if you have been able to make friends even as adult with family and all. I hope you will find new friends without searching, without making an effort. Let there be lovely people in your life. I hope you have a great day. I see you soon. Goodbye.